I only got 4 hours of sleep last night because my brain wouldn't let me stop working or thinking about work. I wasn't even being all that productive. I'm doing this fun thing again where I'm not letting myself sleep. And the irony is I'm so afraid of falling behind that I start to create the conditions that make that actually happen. I'm a silly little goose. So now I'm exhausted. I also didn't get done what I need to get done, and I have to decide what to do today and how to handle this, because now, I'm not gonna be operating at peak. But this is why I created this channel, because this is something I think about a lot. At what point is my productivity actually self-harm? I feel like hustle culture never talks about this. It's so interesting because we see these very productive YouTubers come to this conclusion after several years of grinding. Let's go get a coffee before I monologue. Welcome to my very tiny kitchen. Filming in here, probably not gonna be easy. Let's make a nice coffee. Do you see what I just did? Oh, this is why you need to get sleep, girl. So I've been sat here for the past hour, and I did not expect this to take that long. I thought it would take 15 minutes on my computer right now, but that's not what happened. You know when you're really tired and you just everything takes a little bit longer? Just because your brain needs a few seconds to process what you're doing. Because I sent my family my Christmas list, and then I bought some presents for people. It's just as well. It is Black Friday weekend, so things are marked down, but I honestly never believe that it's actually a discount, because from what I can tell, most places will gradually increase their prices maybe around Halloween, and then they'll mark them down Black Friday weekend. So it's a false sense of urgency that they're instilling in you to buy. So I never feel this urgency to buy anything Black Friday, it seems fake to me. And personally, I'm kind of the opinion that if there's something I want and I'm not willing to pay full price for it, do I really want or need it? I guess when you're buying a present, you feel like it's good to get a deal on it. So the false sense of urgency thing fits really well with my inability to fall asleep. Oh, we have a theme. When my brain can't shut off, it's a false sense of urgency. I didn't need to do any of the things I was up thinking about last night. My brain created this emergency, this anxiety. Nothing on my list had a finite deadline. I just wanted to do it because of a feeling I'm unaware of. I was avoiding sleep for some reason. There's something there to unpack. I don't know what it is. You don't have to know what it is in the moment. You figure it out over time. Sometimes it just sort of appears to you. Sometimes after a bunch of little things happen, you end up breaking down because you ran out of toothpaste, it's just, you're like, oh, okay, maybe something is going on and I wasn't aware of it. And frequently, I think high achievers mistake anxiety for intuition. I have tried my hardest to recognize what is my gut and what is my fear, because they're different things. And just because something feels urgent doesn't mean that it is. It just means that you're anxious about it. So my body was screaming at me to go to sleep because I was tired last night. But my fear was like, okay, but you can think about this, but what about this? You have to do this. What about that? The keep going voice was the fear of forgetting an idea, the fear of losing momentum, because I was feeling motivated yesterday. I wrote quite a bit yesterday. It's interesting when you pay attention and listen to yourself and your body and try to parse what is fear and what is good for you. We all have different parts of ourselves that serve different purposes for us. I think most of your life is spent trying to decipher your different parts. I do have a main channel that has about 100,000 subscribers on there, where I help women who are sick and tired of caring so much about other people, but never feeling cared for back. I help women there figure out what's going on in their relationships and to set boundaries with people around them and to really put themselves first in a way they've never allowed themselves to do it. My channel over there, though, originally started as a productivity channel. It started as a way to question this hustle grind set culture. And that's not the content that took off over there. The relationship content is what people wanted to see. This channel is going to be all about addressing the paradoxes of what it means to live a life and achieve something and be kind to yourself in the process. For example, I'm building a life as a single woman, and I feel like I can't rely on anyone else to secure my future. Is that intelligent, or is that hyper independence? It seems intelligent to me, but with time, you sometimes realize, oh no, that wasn't great for me. That mindset was, I was running from something. And even though I'm sensitive to that possibility, I still want to make money, build wealth, build a business that I care about, and chase big dreams and help people in the process. But I'm also tired of treating my body like it's an obstacle. And so we're going to talk about your mind-body connection, taking care of your body, respecting your body, talk about YouTube and growing on social media. We'll talk about all the ins and outs of running a business and what I wish I knew to start. We're going to talk about all the things that I want to hear and have conversations about. So I want to figure out, how can I be ambitious without burning out? I have so many desires and I have so many goals that I want to achieve, and I don't want to have to hate myself into achieving them. I want to build wealth without overextending myself and losing my mind. And in order to do that, we get honest with ourselves. We talk about money, we talk about productivity, we talk about what we're actually afraid of. And if you want to escape that hustle culture grind but still have big dreams, welcome. This is where we do that. Your body really can't think its way out of exhaustion. Like, I can't will myself to be less tired right now, which is annoying because I like to think I can do that. I feel like people who really obsess about hustle culture and are very productive feel like discipline can conquer anything. And I can see myself falling into that trap sometimes. Like, I'm capable of anything if I just put my mind to it, my brain. But then, like, you can't override your body. But I have exactly one job today, and that job is to film this YouTube video. So let's go do that now. Everything else is optional. Bare minimum today. It's strategic laziness. We're recuperating. We're making up for our mistake yesterday. Please don't judge my messy vanity. We're doing the best we can. All right, let's film. I'll see you later. Bye. He finished. Okay, there was definitely some stuff I wanted to re-record, and I'm like, I'll do it later, and now it's later, and I don't remember what it was, because I'm tired, so we're just gonna hope for the best. It's fine. It was good enough. That's the motto for today. It's good enough. So I'm currently offloading the footage, and it's taking its sweet time. I always back it up on an external drive, as well as onto my computer, because I'm gonna use it to edit right now, and then I can delete it later. So I had to offload it twice. But we like redundancies in this household. Thank you. All right, it is currently almost 2 o'clock. It's 1:45. What am I doing with my life? Oh, I forgot about these dishes. I'm so tired, guys. I'm gonna put this here. I just honestly leave this set up and it just sits behind my TV. So this is my little tech corner here as well, where I charge everything. So this is my charger. And then I can just like hang stuff up. There's my iPad in there. But building that, it was annoying because I had to do a lot of modifications to what I thought how it would work. But ultimately it was worth it. I highly recommend. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I will see you on the other side. It is 5:30-ish. And you may be thinking, did she have a 3.5-hour nap? No, I did not. I laid there for 2 hours not being able to sleep. And after 30 minutes, I stopped trying to sleep and I went back on my phone. I wasn't scrolling, I was Googling, which will time suck you just as much as scrolling. So, and then finally, I was so tired, my eyes were watering and I was really uncomfortable. So at around 4, I did try to sleep again and I got another 45 minutes or so, not of sleep, but my eyes were closed and I was like kind of in a light sleep stage. Not great. I didn't even turn the lights on yet. So first light. Okay, what is this insomnia about? It's definitely an overthinking thing where I'm thinking about all of the things I want to do, but I don't necessarily have the time or energy to do it because I'm one person. I was laying in bed and I'm thinking, okay, what is the bare minimum of what I have to get done today? Otherwise, I will not be set up for the week or I'll have some issues tomorrow at the very least. You need to do the dishes in the sink because you're going to get bugs. You don't want that. So that's true. That has to get done today because I'm not leaving that for another day because I left it overnight last night and that's not good. And then I started to think about the scripts for my main channel and editing this video that I just filmed today. And that doesn't necessarily have to get done today. I was going to do like one video on, one video off for the foreseeable future while I get back into things because I took 2 months off of YouTube. I was still thinking about it and still working on it, but I didn't post anything. I realized like, okay, you need to make a proper content plan. My Notion content calendar, which I have set up and have been using for years, is a mess. It is a mess. I need to organize it and sort through it and fix it up. That is going to be a big lift. I want to do it, but I'm also intimidated by the task. So this is where the spiral happens, right? Like I thought about one thing and like, well, in order to do that thing, I really need to do this thing. And that thing is actually really overwhelming. So I can't do the first thing anyway. I feel a little more energetic right now. I'm going to drink some water because I've only had 34 ounces of water today. I need to drink more. And I'm going to tidy up the main area so I can stretch a little bit. I'm going to go do the dishes. We're going to get that out of the way and then we're going to regroup. We're going to regroup. Do you see this beautiful clean sink? I had to go through three iterations of this tray. All right, that feels like a huge weight off my body. I feel stinky and tired and gross. So I don't want to stretch, but I told myself I would. So I'm gonna do 5 minutes while I'm stinky and dirty and gross, and maybe I'll turn it to 10. And then I'll start fixing my Notion calendar, which I'm actually looking forward to doing because it feels really hectic. Like I love planning and ideating and organizing, but I've recognized that it is a distraction in a lot of situations and I only do it when I absolutely have to. And right now I feel like I have to because the system isn't really working anymore. I'll show it to you briefly later, but let's go stretch. Why does stretching feel like death?
Go ahead, open it now, and then come on up to sit in your most comfortable seated shape. Once you're there, bring your hand to your heart. Take a moment to honor your efforts.
All right, now I'm gonna see what the damage is with my content calendar and see how we fix it. I realized pretty quickly that I needed to track every single medium on one calendar in Notion. And as a result of that, you end up having a trillion different properties for every single thing you need to track. It got too messy. There's too many properties in this one database because YouTube needs to track different things than TikTok, that needs to track different things than Instagram, that needs to track different things than the newsletter. And now I have to add these vlogs in there. And so it's just a mess. I'm going to look at some examples of what other people have done. I have a few saved that I just didn't have time to look at. So I'm going to do that now. I didn't finish the Notion calendar, but it definitely looks a lot better. The problem with Notion and really any organizational tool that you can customize to your whim is when you're motivated, you add a lot more information than you need. And then when you're unmotivated, you don't want to fill out all that information. And so what ends up happening inevitably, no matter what data entry system you are using, you get sloppy. And if you've set up your databases and your views to include specific filters that require data input, you're going to have a mess. And that's kind of what happened. I'm still trying to figure out what I like the best with Notion, but every time I try to switch out of Notion, I don't like it and I want to go back. So even though it's not a perfect product, it is the product I always come back to. Someone is watching the Titanic next door and I can hear their TV. I had Let It Go stuck in my head the other day, so. Frozen fractals all around. That's like the best bridge ever.